Hello, Glitch Reaper here. I'm back for some more Thaumic Resurgence 2 for Magic Monday, and, well, a couple things of Lycanite's mood, uh, yeah, okay, Lips, that was an interesting one. Hey, Flying Pommel. That could be nice. Can I snipe them from here, I wonder, with my, first piece of news? And that was terrible. Need practice. This is a new feature for me. It's not like I've practiced with this particular shooting style before. It's namely because there's a slight visual in the way. Gotcha! Oh, that took a few rounds. I got his attention. He's like, what? Poof! Oh, nailed him out of the sky. Yeah, I was gonna say, a few things that, you may remember me putting together Witch Chopper in this world and showing it off in a equipment video because I just love the design so much. After I put it together and I thought, this would be great for chopping witches. So it happened, but it has a few upgrades now, partially because of updates. Uh, and part of that is, I think the knockback may have actually been increased. I'm not entirely sure. But one of the big things is now a lot of the harvesting methods actually work. Or at least I know you can hoe the ground. I don't know if you can shear a sheep with it, because that would also shoot a scythe. The throwing scythes are one of the new upgrades, because now the clink scythes are able to operate as a projectile addition part. So, and there's additional things about how this works, might I add. It's a quick demonstration, if I could find something to shoot with it of the proper style. Okay, doesn't work on trees. But what it does work on is this projectile actually shoots grass. You can actually clear grass with this. Now, I knew that the quills of a quill beast could do that, as well as, like if you use them as a projectile yourself. But I didn't know that these could, partially because clinks live in deserts, so there's usually not enough grass around to see that happen with, so yeah. And another thing, you may have been seeing this beautiful block here and be wondering, what's up with that? Well, I'm about to demonstrate, and the thing is, I've been doing a lot of Thaumcraft around here, trying to prepare to get myself able to, I managed to get my research done for the, for this Essentious Smelting. I also have my Arcane Limbics, so remember how that part works? Well, I'm going to definitely be doing that at some point soon. Hopefully, it will help me unlock how to get that sanitizing soap and special bath water and stuff, because I'm pretty sure my warp is hilariously high. But other than that, there's one kind of infusion I'm working towards. This one being easier. This is an equipment infuser from Lycanite's mobs. It's made by taking a lesser equipment forge, which is the first rank one, and surrounding it with lapis in your crafting grid. Lapis lazuli, not the blocks, just the item form, and you get one of these. What does it do? Well, it allows you to infuse parts to level them up, and a slight work in progress name in the interface, but ignore that. That's not the big deal. The thing is, I can now level up my Darkling Skull. And how do I know that? Well, I put this in previously, and I was looking at the parts, and it'll actually tell you what charge elements is included. If you know the charge elements, you can go with what you have to work with for charges. And charges are now important because whenever they say what elements they are, that's used to match up a corresponding part. So, if I temporarily take apart Burning Malaise, I can actually charge up the Darkling Skull to make it a level 3. Because it says the element includes shadow. Well, these spectral bolt charges can actually count as shadow. Now, I have this Darkling Skull here, and its element is Shadow and Void. This one's Fire. I don't know if I probably have a stockpile back home that I can use to work with this, because I've been thumbing around here pretty much this whole time. So yeah, I'll take the parts back. So I will temporarily disassemble my beautiful weapon, and I will put in the Darkling Skull. I think I put it here. Okay, okay. This is a initial experiment to see how this works. Spectral bolt charges. Let's see how much I need for this. I can't shift click it in. That's fine. Oh, that filled it about halfway. Okay. Now I'm even more wondering if. Wait, can I take this out with this much experience on it? Yes, it actually keeps the experience. That's an interesting feature. I like that. Maybe it doesn't retain the part, but... Wait, okay, I gotta experiment here. Oh, wrong block. Okay, let's see. Will it hold the part... Okay, it holds the part inside, so it does have an internal inventory. But now I need to go home to see if I have more... I know I have a lot of stuff stockpiled, so I need to get back to my house for a moment. Okay, let's see here. This looks like a job for Terry, because he can glide. Terry? Oh, I also got a pet warg now. One was just hanging out in the forest, and I gave him some beast treats, and there we go. Okay. Didn't really take that much, either. Whee! Well, I have flux phage again. Flux flu. Okay, Terry. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a button for that, and I don't remember what I got set as. But if you dismiss one that you're on top of, you will automatically be dropped off, so you don't have to worry about the dismount button. Okay. You just have to go make sure you have at least one button reserved for your general menu. Oh, my house might wind up very tainted very soon. Oh, my droplets are mostly done. That's good to know. I may have done a little intense aligning of drying racks to ensure that I could dry a lot of things at once, because I get so many slime, so much gelatinous slime, the blue slimes, that I thought, you know, it would be good if I just actually used it for food, like I was the last time. Because I'm getting so much of it in my Thaumic location that I might as well. Okay, so let's see, where did I have those parts? I think I have it upstairs. Meanwhile, I think there was some stuff I needed to drop off here. Oh, there's an Ember Charge. Devil Star. Oh, those have an element of Void? Oh, I could power it up with those too. Sweet. Of course, it did come from a Void Astaroth, so admittedly, I probably should have seen that one coming. Well, it can come from a Void Astaroth. That didn't come from a Void Astaroth. That came from one in the Nether. Okay, I have a ton of these. So let me just Fey Bolt Charge, Element Fey, Chaos. You know, I could stockpile these in my Thaumic area, actually. Because I'm going to be hanging out there a lot, and there's going to be enemies that'll show up at night, and I will get their stuff. So it's just going to be how things are going to work out, whether I'm intending to or not. So, yeah. That doesn't count. That does not count either. That counts. Okay. Those are parts. Which reminds me, I have an Astaroth. Ooh, I could level that up too. So let me just take this to my workshop. Yeah, I think I can call it my workshop. So let's put a few things back that way. This potato bag is going to be filled up very quickly. Do I have any... Well, that's a 2 out of 3, so that one's better. I don't think I... Do I have any... You know, these probably should count as poison, he just probably hasn't added them yet. Okay, that's a thing. I just thought of is probably intended, he just hasn't got around to it yet. But I know those ether wave charges count as ether, so I might try building some power on these Sylph Wings. So that's a level 3 already, so that's cool. So that's level 3, that's level 3, it's level 1. So anything I could power up, I'll be taking with me to my area. Okay, because these are both level 3 as they are, which is awesome. So they'll be going to my workshop. So will this, obviously. I wonder if it... No, and it's gonna definitely take a lot of experience. Okay. Just looking for if I stockpiled anything anywhere else. I don't think so. I know I looked through here not long ago, but still, just to check. I don't think I hit anything in any unusual location. I didn't think so. Okay, so I guess I'll be... Well, actually, I might be doing a little hunting at night. Because I need to raise a little bit more magic experience to get to my next level. Because I also did a little fighting that way. Might add, you can get a ton of experience fighting a witch. Wow, this guy's fast. Gotcha, finally. Those guys are very evasive. I mean, seriously, that is one dodgy mouse. It's dodgier than, well, let's just say there's a few things that would be interesting references. Ha 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 ha. Dodgy mouse. Just pondering the references that could be. And, hello. I have one of you. But yeah, it's because of their dodginess, I might not be able to hit them with my magic very well. So, that's a thought. Okay, now those guys... Okay. Time to get magical. Because blasting undead is where this magic really excels. Quit hit around. Gotcha. See, do I have the range to hit this guy? Did eventually get that skeleton achievement. Or advancement. Okay, he dodged back into it. That was awesome. Ah, I whiffed. He can hit a line, but it's only good if I actually hit the line. Oh, he wasn't close enough. Counted separately. Oh well, more magic experience for me. But yeah, I was fighting a witch a while back. They are really resistant to magic. That is, of course, a vanilla thing. Wow, undead just takes so much damage from that. He just got blasted. I heard that. Where are you? There you are. Oh, I heard zombie. How did I whiff? Did I hit a torch? I think I hit a torch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hit a torch. a little space for me to grab the other stuff, because I do need to recharge after doing all that Thaumcraft. Because that will eat your EMC. Just saying. Of course, if I see an Enderman, it would be very nice, because I need to do that for one of my quests. I need to coexist with an Enderman and not scare them. Or just hang around one for a little while. Get burned. A little bit of Order's Wrath. I'm trying to remember how long this can shoot for. I think it's actually a pretty good distance. Oh, yeah, that does a long range. Bombardment, anyone? One row skeleton coming up. Yeah, he got just obliterated by it. Flame strikes. Poof. Oh, nailed them without them ever even knowing I was over here. That's some long distance magic. That is sort of what it's about there. Gotta realize your combat advantage. Okay, now maybe I can, see, I don't know if I have enough points for my next level or not. I might. So do I have my little bag? Yeah, I do. So therefore I can take this. Anybody else around? That's not a glitch. That's something it actually does to undead. That is intentional. If you Order's Wrath and undead, they are stunned in place. They're just completely paralyzed. Like, held is more like it, but you kind of gotta know your D&D terms. Oh! Did I didn't mention that I had... Oh, you are shooting at me. I'm a monk. I may not be armorless, but I am not holding my weapon, so therefore I can just simply punch the living tar out of you and give you the total smackdown. Bombardment. Nothing quite like having Rose Creeper. Bonk. No. Almost. I was just having my spell. I couldn't actually hit him the regular way. That was the worst timing. Oh gosh, that was bad. Okay, we have a creeper hole again. And another. They are teaming up on me. They want revenge for how many I've slain. Especially the fact that I did that whole distance thing and made their ability kind of irrelevant several times over. So now they decided to just totally gang up and sneak attack me. Okay, I will have to get a lot of dirt back for that. Accidentally threw in the nether rack, which I will be needing, and hence why I'm marking it. But still. I just need to fill in a creeper hole. It's not too much dirt to ask for. Although I am needing to recharge my myself a bit here. Oh, it's a good thing that has a hilarious amount of saturation. It's not as hilarious as some Pam's food, though. Pam, oh my gosh. You will not be hungry again for quite some time if you've got Pam's. This pack does not, because I have plenty of other foods, including the fact that I'm going with Thaumic cuisine. But it's just so interesting just to note how much the overly hilarious amount of saturation value you get from Pam's food. And that's a direct value, that's not like a condition. It's not saying you get saturation the condition, which will always max you out. It's saying that the value is so high that it will overcharge you in one shot, regardless, pretty much. Because well, not all Pam's foods like that, but there's a lot that are. So it's something that Pam has a habit of doing. In a way, it's actually a good thing, because if you have conditions that make you have a harder time eating, or if you are doing packs that need certain types of nutrition, it's very useful. But overall, it's just kind of overkill. And that's coming from me. Nope. Nibble, nibble. Ah, that nice jello. Okay. Tomato seeds. That's from Rustic. Oh, that reminds me. I need to check out that new mod that has that allows you to bridge between Rustic and Bewitchment. I almost called it Witchery again. I almost did. It is a spiritual successor. It's completely valid to get them mixed up because of that, but it's just not exactly the same mod. It's very inspired by it, yes, but it's not the same one. I need to be careful with that. And I saved myself from it. You know I did this time. But that's just one of those that it's just so much like it that you keep thinking, you know, this is basically witchery. Few snacks for the road. Because I'm going to be needing it, especially because I'm still very, very warped. And that means sometimes I get unnatural hunger. If you get unnatural hunger, you kind of need to first have rotten flesh and then normal food to make up for the hunger left behind by that. So, yeah, you can kind of see where I'm going from there. Oh, just saying. Yes, I can hoe with this. I have the eternal hoe. It is awesome. Now, I think I've tried shifting to see if it does path, but apparently hoe takes priority over shovel. I think it does also harvest as a shovel. Yes, it does. And instead of shearing, it obliterates the grass. Still doesn't actually give you the grass like normal shears would, but I think he's working on that. Either that or it's because something else has priority. I mean, it does count as a lot of different things at once, so this one may just be a little mixed up as an Omni tool. Okay, going back up my mountain. And at some point I'll have to... Now I remember I probably should have checked my statue while I was back at base, but I had a lot of things happen, admittedly. Let's see if I can actually power up these parts like I was intending, and power up more parts, because I have other things that I can work with them. Okay, so... that out of the way. Nom 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 nom. Okay. Let's see here. The Darkling Skull is a pretty good portion of the way. But I have more of these. Can I place them in individually? Yes, I can. Aha! It's leveled up now. It's now officially a level 3 part. That is awesome. I feel very good about that. Okay, so... oh, that's considered Fey element like this? Really? I find that intriguing and very much wondering what's going on. Oh, this is element air. I don't have an air part right now. It really needs it. Okay, let's see here. So, I have this now at level 3. I could level that up with poison if I can find the part, but for now I can just put this back together. And now that means it also has an additional property. Because it's a level 3, now I get Darkling summons. Now, note something very special here. It says, summons Darkling times 1, 5%, 0.5s. That's actually a very specific equation, and apparently I might wind up showing it off in a moment here. I did. What is poisoning me? How am I plagued? But yeah, you might notice that I have the ability to hit things with this now and summon Darklings. That's because the equation basically meant that it was based on the amount of sweep that it has overall. And it has a decent amount of sweep. So, basically half the degrees of your sweep times 5% is the chance of you doing a summon on hit. So that is now how that works. Which is one of the reasons why I'm considering this one of the coolest systems out there, because honestly, I mean, Tinker's Construct's good and all, but this is totally a breath of fresh air. Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously, dude. He came up with such really great ideas. And it's totally its own style. Mostly inspired by Monster Hunter. Just saying. So, that's kind of how that was supposed to go. Now, I do have a few moments left to attempt to produce my new setup for my smelting operation of a different sort. Okay, I think I have enough jump boost still left. Okay, that's good. I was actually wondering about that, because I needed some jump boost to get out of that hole if I was going to do it that way. Okay. Bouquet. Oh yeah, that's lasted quite some time, actually. Still gotta fill it with water, like with the regular crucible, but after that... I might need a block to target this against. Well, I have this darkstone piece right now, so that's rather handy. This is gonna be the weirdest looking version I've done for a while, but that's fine, as long as it works. Yep, it wore off right whenever I was about to need it. It's just typical. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got them stacked 6 high. So that means all I need now is a file. Something with a decent amount of air, like feathers. Okay, that should work. It's only got 3 components, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to start powering it up with a little bit of charcoal. Yeah, that's right. Turn that into a Cincha slurry, because I need that file. I also need to be able to know what's in there. Okay. That's I need the goggles. Okay, I need the goggles. I do, in fact, need the goggles. Okay. That's a slight little thing here. Do I have the goggles as something I can do? I think I can. 4 leather, 2 alchemical brass, 2 thermometers. So yeah, I can totally do that. I had to do a lot of alchemy for a while. Actually, I want a third one so that I could still do scans. Oh yeah, I hadn't actually had a third one out at the time, so I hadn't scanned the thermometer. Uh-oh. Please, don't do this. Whew! That was close. That felt like a doozy there. Yeah, arcane workbench, please. Yes. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I needed my goggles so much. Okay. Bobble slots. Okay, let me see where the air is, because I need a file of air. And I need to... practice my shooting, because this thing kind of looks a little weird when it fires. That throws my aim off. Still very functional. Just throws my aim off. I mean, you could just do the classic spray and pray with cinder blade component, but otherwise, okay. Let me see. Can I? Okay, that's there. That's there. Aha! The third one up is where I need to get my file with. Okay, I have a file of air. Can I scan this separately? Yes, I can. That is nice to know. Okay, now I can finally complete my infusion. Ha ha ha. Okay, I need a feather and stone. Luckily, both of those things are things I'm pretty sure I have scanned in. I just used a feather a moment ago, but yeah. Oh, I don't need this anymore. Okay, so let's turn that in. Okay, I need to craft the runic matrix. Arcane stone brick, a bit of nitor, and a little bit of each of those, and a huge surge of power. Okay, arcane stone is any considered stone around an ordo crystal. Okay. Do I have an extra ordo? Yes, I do. Sometimes that's a pretty big question. And I'm gonna have to face them in a moment, too. Okay, let's not worry about the aim and just get rid of them really fast. Thank you for burning. If only I could have your slime instantly dried. That would be beautiful, but apparently it doesn't work that way. But we can dream. Okay, it's not getting all misty out. Just have mining fatigue. That's not bad. Well, it's bad. I mean, this is the same way you get cursed from an Elder Guardian, but it's not really that crazy. Do I hear frogs? Oh. There was a poisonous frog. That would explain how I got poisoned and plagued before. Yeah, that's painful. I didn't hear it before. It must have just jumped me. But at least now I know what happened. And also how I got that. I must have just sprayed it down whenever it happened the first time. But yeah, I hope he adds that as a poison element a thing to charge up your stuff, because that would be good. Okay, let me see here. Needed to create a runic matrix to complete that part and finish it off. I need 4 arcane stone brick, which I've got, and the nitor. Any color, actually. You can color your Nitor any way you'd like now. It's been a cool feature for a while, it just defaults to yellow. But, at the same time, one needn't necessarily do that. Runic Matrix. That took a chunk out of the aura. You're gonna be regenerating for a while, or I'm gonna have to move on. I'm not sure which. And can I make this shot? Will it let me? Oh, he got out of the way. He juked that. Oh, gosh. Beautiful dodge. It can't hit him in the air. I gotta admit, I did not realize that. Vampire! Ah! I wig. I want to tame you at some point, but at least now I know that you all show up here. So in the future I will have some treats available. But apparently not yet. I get the warp from even killing them? That makes that tricky. I'm gonna have to de-warp so hard. Get SWAT. Okay, that was painful. I'm not a vampire. Ignore me. Poison recharge. Oh, and now I have something with a poison element. That is very good. Okay. We have a problem. I can't avoid getting warped. Because they will persist. But it is temporary warp, which isn't quite as hard to get rid of. Still takes an effort. Just not as bad. There is a Geist. He doesn't see me. Therefore, we're gonna be cool. Ugh. Okay, that all happened. But at least now I know that there is a charge that acts as poison. I still think the other things should kind of count towards that. Although then again, maybe not one of them, because one of them's more farmable, and it's trying to avoid purely farmable, harmless ones. Well, then again, it is from something still dangerous. Just, we have to think about that one. I will have to think about that one. Because it's not what I was initially thinking. So, maybe. Okay. So I got the Runic Matrix, and... Oh, now I remember why I went down in the first place. Something I will gladly repeat. And then I just finish him with that. Okay. Those guys do drop Chorus Fruit. Which has Alienness, which may be hard for you to get otherwise. But a good trip to the end, or fighting those guys, and you are good to go. So I am on a mountain, and it's high enough up that I constantly count as close to their territory. At least within shooting range, I should say. Okay, so I've got a good amount of that stuff, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be enough to level this up. My army is at level 2, so it might not be too far off, but I need to just keep gathering stuff from around here first. And I'll also need to get my I'll try to tame a few more things. So in the future, I might have a pet Iwig and a pet Lurker. I'll have to think of names for them, but they will get tamed. That is the big point. Oh, by the way, Raptor Skull's got they got a remodel as well as the Raptor. So in case you're wondering why there's a color change, yeah, I should have got to that earlier. Okay, now what stage of that was I on? The Runic Matrix. Yeah, I got interrupted by creatures in my way. But yeah, I can now officially get this thing done at some point, and my research here is considered complete. Although, there are other things I can now do. Observation. Okay, so I get my Cloud Stepper ring prepared. That's an easy one. Cloud Stepper ring lets you do air jumps, which really combines well with some things. Theory of Arcane Infusion. Theory of Arcane Infusion. So some of these will just need theories of Arcane Infusion. Need recharge pedestal for that? Seriously? Theory of Artifice would be my big one there. Imp of Growth, Theory of Artifice. Okay. Several theories. Just trying to see what's ahead. I don't really need that. I'm not really... Well, although it could help in the future. Okay. Theory of Alchemy. Oromancy. I need to make a focal manipulator. I can handle that. Just not necessarily right now, but especially when... Yeah, my vis is probably still recharging, so there's like no way. There's no way it's up that high yet. Okay, just checking into some of these things. Theory. Theory. Oh yeah, I need to do that smashing thing again, which was interesting the first time, admittedly. Maybe I'll show off the whole process this time. Oh, I might actually... what? I can actually pull this off, a golden apple, and I have Desiderium crystals. So I made some of them while I was doing things. So, yes, please. I will take that one right now. And I will hold on a few more moments just to get that done, because being able to recreate an enchanted golden apple in this version is awesome. Annihilated him before he even had a chance. And getting more stuff for it. Okay. So, let's do this. Because this is one of those moments that you're always going to enjoy, is the recreation of enchanted golden apple. Although I'm not going to do the actual creation right now. Just the research for it is a moment that says, hey, we can thom this up. And I'm going, yes, please. Let's do this. Enchanted golden apple. Yeah, how do I recreate this thing? Holy gosh. Yeah, this is a Thaumic artifact these days. Although I have plenty of the crystals, and... You know, once I start Arcane Infusion, I could probably do that. It's not actually going to be quite so bad. Although the value of the enchanted gold apple is much less than the stuff that goes into... I'm going to lose a lot of points, but I'm going to be saying fair trade for being able to get that scanned in. I mean, fair trade. Growing Essentia... Okay, anything else? Anything else? I don't think so out of that area. Need to make an alchemium ingot. Oh yeah, that's not so bad. I remember that. That'd be easy. I just need to do that at some point. Yeah, I need to go through those. Just looking ahead. Research. Okay. Okay, so some of these things I can get to more of this later, but I'm just looking through what I can do, and it looks like I have a lot unlocked now that I have. Oh no. This is a very... Wait, does this affect me in another perspective? Yes, it does. The whole world's bright regardless. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. I'm sorry for those like me that have sensitive eyes. So I'll be logging off now and hoping I can get out of this. Okay, I'm going to be walking backwards into the sea because I will periodically be on fire. Yeah, this is Glitch Reaper. I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody, and keep it thawming. Ah, extinguished.